Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, good afternoon, depending on the location that you're joining us this morning. Yeah, it's morning in Johannesburg, South Africa. Greetings to you all joining us on this platform. We are grateful and we are thankful this morning that we are also having life. Yes, it's a privilege, it's an honor that we have made it to the living list for today. So we are so thankful and grateful. Coach Mopiwa here, still here on technical analysis Zoom, doing fundamentals when it comes to technical analysis. Yes, doing the foundation. So yeah, if I'm loud and clear, if I'm audible, please drop me a yes in the chat. Drop me a yes in the chat. If I'm loud and clear, if I'm audible, drop me a yes in the chat. Drop me a yes in the chat. If I'm audible, I'm loud and clear, drop me a yes in the chat. All right, okay. So I'm loud and clear according to the response in the chat. Yes, okay, we are going to get started. I see we are only 34 participants, so let's get started into our training today. All right, so yesterday we continued with our technical analysis, basically doing candlestick chart pattern, all right? Doing candlestick chart pattern. That's what we are doing currently. I think this should be the second week. We started it last week and we are closing it this week. And possibility is that other leaders are going to come and join me. Yeah, remember, this is not a one-man show, okay? This is not a one-man show. We work as a team here. So I do have leaders that I'm working with to make sure that the community is still getting the services that it deserves, right? So possibly next week, you are going to have another leader who is going to take over from me and then continue where I have left, doing like a relay race. Yeah, doing a relay race until we finish this journey. But I don't think we are going to finish it, simply because as long as cryptocurrency is here to stay and RoyalQ is also here to stay, then there is no finishing of this business. Yes, we are going to create a legacy for ourselves. Actually, some of us, we have already started. If you are not, then I don't know what is your goal. But some of us, we have started creating our legacy through this business. So we are here to stay, ladies and gentlemen. We are here to stay. All right. So yesterday we looked at the candlestick chart pattern. Specifically, we did the morning star, we did the evening star. What else did we do? Those who attended yesterday's lesson, I know we winded up our lesson on the evening and morning star. What other chart pattern did we do yesterday? What other chart pattern did we do yesterday? Give me answers in the chat. To those who attended yesterday's lesson. To those who attended yesterday's lesson, what other chart pattern did we do yesterday? What other chart pattern did we do yesterday apart from the morning star and the evening star? Okay. Muchamanza says the Doji family. Yes. Isaac says the Gravestone Doji is being specific. Yes. All right. Yeah, we did it, the Doji family. We looked at Dragonfly family Dojis, and then we looked at what other family did we look at on the Doji family? What other family did we look at apart from the Dragonfly? Oh, the Gravestone. Okay, Ruth has already given me an answer. The Gravestone Doji. Okay, so yeah, we looked at the Gravestone Doji and then the Dragonfly Doji. What do we say about dragons who flies? What did we say about the dragons with wings? What did we say? What do they do when they come in the market? What do they do? What significance is brought by the dragons that flies? What significance do they bring? What type of a signal do they give to us as traders when the dragons that flies enters the market? Abe says bullish. Joyce says the market goes up. Possibility of uptrend. Okay. This person with this phone, please edit the phone name and then put your name there. Yes, there's somebody using a phone. They did not edit their Zoom name. So it is still appearing the name of the phone. So for me to appreciate you when you're participating, please edit your username so that I am able to call you with your name. Yes, okay. Yes, the Dragonfly Doji, it is a market reversal signal to the upper side. Okay, it is a market reversal signal to the upper side. All right, so it signifies upward trend. It signifies upward movement of price. Right, that's the Dragonfly Doji. Okay, what are the similarities? What are the similarities between the Gravestone Doji and the Evening Star? What are the similarities between the Gravestone Doji and the Evening Star? We are doing a recap through questions. What are the similarities between a Gravestone Doji and Evening Star? If you attended yesterday's lesson, you should be able to answer this question. What are the similarities? Gravestone and Evening Star. What are their similarities? What are their similarities? John the Baptist says they represent a bearish trend. That is John. Rosie says bearish. Do I only have two members? Okay, I do have Isaac. Isaac says bearish trend. Okay. Janine says change of trend. From where to where, Janine? Your answer is a little bit general. When you say change of trend, from where to where? Yes, Abe says they are bearish candles. Okay, Joyce says bearish. Wezi says they show the change of market trend up to down. Okay, all right. What else? Who else is in the house? Who else is in the house? These are the only students that I'm having today. The rest, they are backbenchers. Backbenchers, yes. Do you know backbenchers? Do you know backbenchers? Students who like to sit at the back of the classroom. They don't want the teacher to point at them when they sit in front. They normally like to sit at the back, running away from the hand and the finger of the teacher. Yes, we call them backbenchers. We call them backbenchers. They are here. So I'm only having students that are sitting in front. They represent a change of uptrend to downtrend. Change of trend downwards. Okay, that is Carobin. What else? What else? Okay, all right, beautiful, beautiful. We are doing fine. Okay, thank you so much for those who participated. Your answers are correct. Okay, so the Doji, the Gravestone Doji as well as the Evening Star, they do the same work. They are market reversal signals to the downside. Okay, whenever they appear, they are telling us that there is a possibility that the market is going to change trend or is going to change direction. Obviously, you are going to find them at the top of Kilimanjaro mountain. When the market has trended upward, then that is the region or that is the area where price is resisted. Sellers, they are resisting, yes, sellers are resisting price. Yeah, they don't want buyers to continue pressing the price upward. So that area, which is called overbought region, that is where you might find these market reversal signal that brings decline. Yes, the going down of price. All right. So let's continue and look at other market reversal signals, which we are calling them chart patterns. All right, these are candlestick chart patterns because there are other also chart patterns that are different from what we are discussing. So we are discussing about the candlestick chart patterns. Take note of that because we do have some chart patterns as well, but these are candlestick chart patterns. All right. So let's get into today's chart patterns that we want to look at, right? So we ended on the morning star as well as the evening star chart pattern. Morning star as well as the evening star chart pattern. That's where we ended. So let me share my screen and then we get into today's lesson. All right. Is my screen visible? Please indicate in the chat, is my screen visible? Is my screen visible? Give me a yes if my screen is visible. Am I sharing screen? All right. Thank you so much. So let's come here and then do these chart patterns. Okay. Let's come here and do these chart patterns. So I think we were somewhere here doing the morning stars, the Gravestone Dojis and all that. So let's come here and look at this family, which is called the hammer or the pin bar. Okay, we do have the hammer or the pin bar. Sorry for that. So ladies and gentlemen, one of the candlestick chart pattern that you might find in the market, it is also this family, which is called the hammer. Okay, it is also referred as a pin bar. Okay, so I'm sure the name hammer maybe is generated from how it looks like. If you can see the appearance of this chart pattern, you will see that there is something like a head over here. Okay, a head over there, and then there is that long lower tail or long lower shadow. So there is a head there, and then this is the long lower tail. Sometimes it is got something like a upper shadow, but it is short. Okay, this hammer, sometimes it is having an upper shadow, but a very short upper shadow. Okay, so this is what we call a pin bar. Let's get into it. So the hammer, it is the candlestick chart pattern, which is created when the open high, I'm still using the word open high. So this is the opening price. Can you see where the arrow is pointing? That is the opening price of this candle. And then there is the closing price of this candle where that arrow is pointing. So you can see the distance between the opening and the closing. They are not far from each other. Okay, the opening and the closing, they are not far from each other, but there should be something like a small body for it to be qualified or to be valid, to be validated as a hammer. There should be a head. There should be something like a body. Remember, I don't want you to confuse between the hammer and the what? And the what? The Dragonfly Doji. Am I correct? I don't want you to confuse the two. All right? Between the hammer and the Dragonfly Doji. All right? You should not confuse the two. So the hammer should have this small head over here. Okay? The hammer should have that small head over there. Okay? Yes, so that it is validated as a hammer. So look here. This hammer, where the price opened and where the price closed, they are just slightly far from each other, just slightly. Yes, they are not far from each other actually. They are just slightly close to each other, as you can see there. So we are saying the hammer candlestick chart pattern, it is created when they open high. This is our opening price. And when you look where the price closed, okay, where the price closed, all right, as you can see there, that is the high of the market, where the price closed, because this hammer does not have an upper shadow to signify the high of the market. So in this scenario, we do not see a shadow, okay, above the body. So where the price closed happened to be the high of the what? Of the market, because this candle does not have an upper shadow. So we are saying it is created when they open high and close, they are roughly the same price. What is the major characteristic of a hammer or a pin bar? Look at this. Just like the Dragonfly Doji, okay, just like the Dragonfly Doji, it is having a long lower shadow. The hammer as well, for it to be validated as a hammer, one of the characteristic is that there is a long lower shadow. This long lower shadow indicates, okay, it indicates bullish rejection. Remember, buyers, they are the ones that presses the price to the upper side. So this long lower shadow signifies that buyers, they are rejecting price. So it is a bullish rejection from buyers. The intention is that the buyers, they want to push the price to the top. They want to push the price to where? To the top. That is the intention. So when buyers are rejecting price, they are really wanting to push the price to the top, right? So this is what we call a hammer. This is what we call a hammer. We needed to understand that. So you can see the opening price and the closing price, they are roughly at the same price, but with an indication of a long lower shadow indicating bullish rejection when it comes to price. Okay, this is a bullish rejection. So this is a pin bar, a pin bar. So where should you locate this pin bar? Where should you locate this hammer? You need to go to the bottom of the downtrend. When a trend has been trending downward like this, when sellers, they are tired that they cannot manage to continue pressing the price to the downside, at this level, which we call the support level, the oversold region, okay, that's where you might locate the hammer. It is found at the bottom of the downtrend. It occurs there at the bottom of the downtrend, since it signifies bullish momentum or bullish reversal. So it should be located at the bottom of the downtrend. Okay, so this tells us that market might likely to reverse to the upper side. market might likely reverse to the upper side. So the pin bar or the hammer, it signifies market reversal signal to the upper side. Okay, so can you see how it looks like? Can you see when you go to trading view, you are going to find a hammer like this way. Like I was saying, sometimes it is having a small upper shadow. Okay, sometimes you see that it is having a small upper shadow, but there should be a little body or a small body, so that it should not be considered as a doji. Okay, it should not be considered as a what? As a doji. So this is a hammer, this is a pin bar, signifying market reversal signal to the upper side. I think I'm moving with a good what should I call it? I don't think I'm driving at a higher speed today. I think I'm driving something like 40 to 60. Yes, I'm not driving at a higher speed today. I'm not gonna get a ticket for speeding. Yes. Are we together? Are we together? Are we together, ladies and gentlemen? Are we together, ladies and gentlemen? When it comes to the hammer, which is also referred as a pin bar, are we together there? Okay. All right. Benny's iPhone. Benny's iPhone. Yeah, I see there is Benny's iPhone in the house. There is Benny's iPhone. Okay. All right. So let's proceed and look at another chart pattern. Another chart pattern. Let's come and look at this chart pattern here, which is the opposite version of the hammer. Okay, the shooting star. Don't confuse the shooting star and the morning star, please. There is some sort of synonymity there. Yes, it sounds more like the same. Okay, so don't confuse these two, because the shooting star, it is the opposite version of a hammer, not the morning star. Okay. The shooting star, it is not the opposite version of the morning star. Okay, it is the opposite version of the hammer or the pin bar. So here, the shooting star, it is referred as a bearish pin bar. Okay, when somebody says there is a bearish pin bar, is simply talking about a shooting star, which is the hammer upside down. Okay, which is the hammer upside down. So that is the shooting star. So let us look at it in detail so that we can establish something from it. So the shooting star formation, it is formed when the open low, okay, in the hammer or the pin bar, we were saying the open high. Okay, we were talking about the open high. All right, so here we are saying the open low. Okay, we are talking about the open low. All right, since now it is flipped, can you see where the opening price is? Can you see the arrow pointing at the opening price? Okay, that is the opening price. So where is the low of the market? The low of the market, it is just below the closing price. Okay, where price closed, that happens to be the low of the market. There is a small shadow that you can probably not see it. Okay, so we are saying the open low. We are not saying the open high, but we are saying the open low. The reason why we are saying the open low, because this market reversal signal, it represents selling pressure. So sellers, they open above and they close the market below. That's why we are using open, close, okay? We are saying open, close, open, low, yes. We are using the word open what? Open, low. All right, so the price opened here, somewhere there, and this is the low of the market. So it opened there, it closed there, and where it closed happened to be the low of the market. So this is a shooting star formation, which is formed when they open low and they close, they are also roughly at the same price. This candle, the shooting star candle or the bearish pin bar, one of the characteristics that you are going to find is that it has got a small body, okay? It has got a small body. Can you see the small body? Not only the small body, and there is a long upper shadow. There is a long upper shadow. So the long upper shadow, it signifies what? It signifies selling what? Selling pressure. These are sellers that are resisting price. Okay? Sellers, they are resisting price. So when price opened here, the market went high up to that level. When it went high up to that level, buyers could not contain the price. They could not keep it high on top. Then selling activity started to happen. Then sellers started to sell until they did pass the opening. Then it reached here slightly below the open. It's when the price closed, okay? Slightly below the open is when price what? Price closed. All right, probably let me come here. All right, let us just look probably at one candle here. Yeah, so that I am able to do justice to the lesson. All right, when I am referring to these chart patterns, yes, it's very important that we should also come a little bit live this side. I would request that when you join, you make sure that your microphone is switched off. Okay, your microphone is muted. When you join the Zoom, please make sure your microphone is switched off. It is muted. All right, yes. What kind of a candle is this one? Friends, what type of a candle is this one over here? Why am I? Let me come back to Zoom. Somebody is disturbing my training. Okay, so sorted. I was asking what type of a candle is this one? What type of a candle is this one? What type of a candle is this one that is high on top there? Let me bring the full trend here. Let me bring the full trend here. Yes. Let me bring the full trend here. Yes, this is where the market is coming from. All right. This is where the market is coming from. This is where the market is coming from. So there is a candle there right at the top. What is the name of this candle? What is the name of this candle? I have come here to look for a shooting star, but I have noticed something, so I want to see. I'm taking advantage. What is the name of that candle? What is the name of that candle? What is the name of that candle? Abe, thank you so much. Very specific. It's a Gravestone Doji. It's a Gravestone Doji. Yes, it's a Gravestone Doji. All right. Can you see the significance that it is bringing? Can you see the significance that the Gravestone Doji is bringing? Can you see it? Can you see it? The significance of the Gravestone Doji? Can you see it? Can you see it? Does it make sense now? Does it make sense now? We were talking about this yesterday. To those who were not present, shauri yako if you were not present. Yes. All right. So let me look for the shooting star. I came here to look for a shooting star. Yes, but I just noticed something there. I noticed something there, so I couldn't just keep quiet. Right? I noticed something there. I couldn't just keep quiet. All right, let's come here. What should I open here? Let me open Bitcoin and see if we can find a shooting star. All right, so that when I explain, ladies and gentlemen, you are able to understand. Okay, so a shooting star is more like this, ladies and gentlemen. Here, the price went high up, I'm sure. Yes, the price went up. All right, yes. So it went up. So there is a shooting star here. There is a shooting star here. The opening and the closing, they are roughly at the same price, not far from each other. The opening and the closing. So this is what I was saying when it comes to a shooting star. Let me enlarge it so that when I explain, you are able to grasp the idea. So this is what we call a shooting star, okay? A shooting star, it is the hammer upside down. So you can see that this candle, the price opened here, okay? This is the opening of the price. That is the opening. Let me use a different color here. Let me use blue. Okay, so this is the opening of the price, ladies and gentlemen. This is the opening of the price. So when the price opened here, the activity that started to happen, okay? Remember, when price is opening here, it is opening here because this previous trade session has been closed. It has come to an end. It is completed. So immediately after this trade session closed here, okay, it closed with buying pressure. It closed with buying pressure because there are buyers that were dominating in this previous trade session. Okay, yes, it was selling activity that was happening from here coming down until it reached here. It was selling activity. But do you know that sellers could not supersede buyers in this candle? So when the session was closing, who was dominating? It is buyers who were dominating. So the buying pressure that was here, it is the one that is transferred to the next session. So when this session opened, buyers continued to buy, to dominate until price was pressed up to that high. Okay? But unfortunately, they could not keep it at the top here. Then the selling pressure started to also come. Then there was selling activity until it reached the opening. Okay? When it reached the opening, sellers could not only leave it there. They said, we are going to score. When the enemy comes and put the ball inside your net, it means you have been scored. So the sellers came, they opened, they pressed the price downward to the extent that they managed to pass the opening price. which we can call it as the center where the game started, because the game normally starts when the price opened. It's when you are going to see after price has opened, who is going to control. Is it buyers or is it sellers? So this is like the opening center or the center of the market, right? So sellers managed to press the price downward until it reached to this level, which is the low of the market in terms of this candle. So when the price reached here, say buyers, they tried to play their game as well. They said we can still do our part. So they tried to push the price back, but they did not win because they could not come back to the open. So they ended up closing the price here. So we are saying when it comes to a shooting star, the open low, okay, the open low and the close, they are roughly at the same price. Let us look at this major characteristic of the shooting star, which is a bearish pin bar. We are seeing what we call a long the long upper shadow, the long upper shadow. It is a major characteristic. Not only that, the shooting star should have a small body. It should have a small body. This indicates that sellers, they are rejecting price. The presence of the long upper shadow signifies sellers rejecting price, the opposite version of a hammer or a pin bar. So you can see that after this happened, okay, after this happened, let us look. Okay, in this scenario, it did not happen immediately. It did not happen immediately, but that activity signified something. Okay, that activity signified something. You can see that after that, you could see buyers could not maintain the price on that level. They had to lose their power to sellers. Okay, they had to lose their power to sellers. So you can see what happened. Price started to decline. That is the shooting star. That is the shooting star. Are we together? Are we together? Are we together on the opposite version of the hammer? Are we together on the opposite version of the hammer, which is the shooting star? Are we getting it? Are we getting it? Are we getting it? The shooting star. There it is. It looks like that. All right. So sometimes the market may not change direction immediately. Okay. Sometimes the market may not change direction immediately, but you can see the effect of the hammer or the effect of the shooting star. If it is a hammer, if it is a shooting star, you may see the effect that it is bringing. Okay. So the location is right there on top. The location of a shooting star. It is right there on top. Market trending upward. As you can see here, market has been trending upward like this. So it needed to come down. What goes up must come what? Must come down. That is the nature when it comes to price action. So that is a shooting star or a bearish pin bar. Let's maybe end with this family here. Let's end with this family here, which is called the tweezers. The tweezers. Okay. Since we are together, I believe so. Let's come to tweezers. Let's come to tweezers. All right. So we do have a chart pattern. If we do not find all those chart patterns we have been looking at, or we have discovered them, If you don't find those, you may find another family called tweezers. So these tweezers, they come into also pairs, in two pairs. They are tweezer tops as well as tweezer bottom. Okay, they are tweezer top and tweezer what? Tweezer bottom. It is another setup when it comes to price action. It is another setup when it comes to what? Price action. The tweezer top and the tweezer bottom. It is another setup when it comes to price action. So tweezers, okay, especially the tweezer top formation. Let's start here. We are currently on the tweezer top. So I said that tweezers, they come into two as well. Okay, the positive one, pardon me for that. Tweezers, they come also into two formation. The positive one as well as the negative one, right? Okay, just a moment. Let me do this quickly. Okay, all right. So let's go to tweezers again. The tweezer tops formation, it is considered as a bearish reversal pattern, the tweezer top. Please don't confuse tweezer top and tweezer bottom. Someone will think that a tweezer bottom, it means the price is going downward since it says tweezer bottom. Okay? Don't confuse the two because of the word tweezer top and tweezer bottom. Someone will think that a bottom, it means price is going down. No, it is the opposite. So let's look at a tweezer top. A tweezer top is considered as a bearish reversal pattern. Okay, it is seen at the top of the uptrend. The tweezer top, it is a bearish reversal pattern seen at the top of an uptrend. Okay, as it is indicated in this scenario here, this is a green candle, this is a red candle. So the market is tweezing from the bottom going upward. The market has been tweezing from the bottom going upward. When it is reaching the top here, where price is being resisted, okay, where buyers, they normally come and engulf sellers. Sellers, they come and engulf buyers. I'm trying to bring other patterns as well, where in explanation of the tweezer top. Okay, so at this level here, which is called the overbought region, where price mostly it is resisted, you are going to see this formation of tweezer tops. So the tweezer tops, they are a bearish reversal pattern signifying downward movement of price. Okay, so it is located at the top of an uptrend when it comes to a tweezer top. When it comes to a tweezer top, yes, when it comes to a tweezer top, all right, when it comes to a tweezer top, I am in trading view. Maybe I can locate one. Maybe I can locate one. Maybe I can locate one. I'm not sure. Okay, if there is someone who is navigating while is here in the class, maybe they can tell me and say, please open this particular coin. There is a tweezer top. There is a tweezer top. Open this type of a coin. There is a tweezer top. Okay, let me check in the 1 day time frame. Let me check in the 1 day time frame. Let me check in the 1 day time frame. Okay? If we don't find it, it's okay. If we don't find it, it's okay. All right? Yes, if we don't find it, it's okay. But I was hoping maybe to find one. I was hoping maybe to find one. Yes. Is this the one? Is this the one? Does it look like a tweezer top? Does it look like a tweezer top? Though the market is on the downtrend. Yes, this is a downtrend market, right? This is a downtrend market. But here, just an example. Okay, though the location is wrong. But I just want you to have a look how tweezer top looks like. Okay, can you see this combination here? Can you see these candles here? This is an example of a tweezer top. The candles, they look like this. Okay, though the location is wrong location, but the candles formation is like this. So in this scenario, this is a buying pressure candle, this is a selling pressure candle. But normally it is found at the top of the uptrend when price has been moving, going up like this, where buyers, they are trying to rest after they have pushed the price high. It's when a tweezer top may be found. So this is a style, or this is a technique where sellers, they normally come and take the power from buyers when it comes to a tweezer top formation. Okay, a tweezer top formation, it is a market reversal signal to the downside. It is a technique used by sellers to overtake buyers. Okay, so it looks like this. It looks like this. This is an example of a tweezer top, though the location is wrong location. All right, we cannot find a perfect one where it is right. It is right at the location. Okay, it is right at the location. All right, so that is an example of a tweezer what? A tweezer top. It is a significance. Okay, it is a significance of bearish movement or bearish formation of price. Yes, bearish reversal pattern that is seen at the top of an uptrend. While when it comes to tweezer bottom formation, let me bring it here. A tweezer bottom formation. This is a tweezer bottom, right? This is a tweezer bottom. So a tweezer bottom, it is a market reversal signal. It is interpreted as a bullish pattern. Okay, it is interpreted as a bullish pattern. It is seen at the bottom. The market is moving this way. At the bottom of the downtrend, when sellers are resting, is when buyers, they come and tweeze the sellers. Buyers, they come and tweeze the sellers, taking the power from them. Then they start pressing it to the upper side. So this is a tweezer bottom formation representing or interpreting market reversal signal to the upper side. So that is about tweezer tops and tweezer bottoms. Tweezer tops and tweezer bottoms. Tweezer bottom, uptrend. Location, downtrend. Tweezer top, downtrend. Location, uptrend. Am I confusing the enemy? Am I confusing the enemy here? Am I confusing the enemy when it comes to the tweezer top and the tweezer bottom? Muchamanza. It means twins. Okay, you can apply that so that you don't forget. You can use that so that you don't forget. The hammer is not a shooting star. There is home PC is asking, is a hammer same as a shooting star? Is the hammer same as a shooting star? The shooting star, it is the opposite version of a hammer. Am I correct? The shooting star, it is the opposite version of a hammer. All right? So the hammer is not the same as the shooting star. No. It is the opposite version. The hammer is the opposite version. Dr. Rube, what does it mean to tweeze? Please go and ask Google. Yes. Doc, please go and ask Google. To tweeze, what does it mean to tweeze? Yes. Please check in 4 hours and 1 day. 1 day and 4 hours for you to validate these market reversal signals. Check in longer time frames, not shorter time frames. Check them in longer time frames, not shorter time frames, for our analysis to be effective. Yes. Remember, we start from the higher time frame, then we come to the shorter time frame when we are doing our analysis. Somebody says engulfing bars and tweezers looks similar. They don't look similar. They don't look the same. Tweezers, they are twins, like Muchamanza is saying. Yes. Tweezers, they are like twins. Engulfing bars, one of the candles is half of the other one, the size, when it comes to engulfing bars. Because if you are engulfed, you cannot see what is in front of you when you are covered, because we were saying to engulf is to cover, right? So engulfing bars cannot look similar to tweezers. Tweezers, they should seem to be like twins. The size of the candles, they should be almost the same in terms of their body size. Janine, is that okay? Don't confuse the two. Guys, any other question? I think I have done for today. Yes, any other question? We are ending here for today. We will come again tomorrow. I said we are finishing this week, so I am moving slowly. I don't want to give you a lot. Tweezer top, it is a market reversal signal that signifies bearish market. A tweezer top. A tweezer bottom, it is a market reversal signal to the upper side. It signifies upward movement from the bottom to the top. That's why it is called a tweezer bottom. Market coming from the bottom going up. Tweezer top, market coming from the top going down. Is that okay, PC? Home PC, is that okay? All right, thank you. So, Gravestone and shooting star, they are not the same also. A Gravestone Doji, the opening price and the closing price, they are at the same. A shooting star, the opening price and the closing price, they are roughly. A shooting star should have a head or a body. If you were listening to me, I was emphasizing that so that you don't confuse the two. The hammer and the shooting star, they should have a body. The Gravestone Doji, no body. Are we together, guys? All right. So this is it all for today. Go to RoyalQ Revolution YouTube channel. We do have lessons on candlestick chart patterns. We are just repeating them today or this session again, but we already did a session of candlesticks. It is there on RoyalQ Revolution. Yes. Okay. Leaders, any announcement? Do I have leaders here? Let me see. I nearly said Dr. Doris Angel. I nearly said Dr. Doris Angel. Yes, Leader Doris, any announcement? Any announcement? Oh, okay. I'm humbled. Leader OBM is in the classroom as well. Leader OBM is in the classroom as well. I'm humbled. Yes, any announcement, leaders? It's Wednesday today. Any announcement? Maybe I should make you, yes. Any announcement, leadership? Somebody says Dr. Doris. Okay, probably there is no announcement. I know whenever there's something, she normally comes quicker. She responds quicker. So there is probably no announcement, but it's Wednesday today. There should be a meeting. So we are going to see in our community group what is going to be communicated there when it comes to the Zoom that is coming. All right. So guys, I wish you a lovely Wednesday. We'll see each other tomorrow by God's grace. May you have a wonderful trading day. We love you all. Take care and bye-bye from my side.